So here we created some simple design, and what do you think about it?
Yeah, well, I think it's fine. So what we've done here is really just to put a simple layout. Nothing is connected, nothing is cut. It's just to see if we like this design, and we said, yeah, that's fine. It's a nice simple design. We're going to do this, and now we're going to have to do some cutting, and we're going to have to
Here we have some
gaps, and over here we have extra. So in fact, some of these extras will be going over there. So these are not being wasted. The half tiles are being used. That's why we have our little scissors down here. Our next step will be to start putting this together and then cutting the tiles. And so let's start. Let's start with that. So flip it over on the back, and let's say we're going to cut through here. Now it's really simple. We've got the special cutters. These are cutters, actually they're electrical cutters, but they're nice and sharp and very small, and they don't need a lot of power to cut. So I'm just going to cut through, and because I want to use both sides, I can't go cutting over here. I'm going to cut through these spots. I'm just going to cut through these areas so that I get the middle. I could break it, but I don't want to do that because it's not nice. But I'm going to push some of these off so I can cut from the other side. These can be easily taken off, you'll see. They never fall off. Done. 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 So here you have your half tiles, and you know if you really want to be tidy, you can trim all this off. It doesn't really matter too much, but you can trim it off and make it all neat, very neat and tidy. And then I want to put it back together again. So this one, you need to push these back on again. That's right. Just kind of tread on that to make sure they're all nice and tight. And that's yours. This one's mine. And so yours belongs down here, I think. You want to go down here and place yours in down there. And mine is a continuation of that block, so mine will go in there. We only have to cut one more tile for here, right? And that's done. That tile will obviously be one of these without the pattern, and that will be done. And so we have to cut these ones, so it's the same thing. We take from here and we put in here, and there's no waste. It's just a little bit of cutting, a few minutes to cut it through, and you get better at it when you do more of it. So we'll do that, and then we'll put it all together. So Sophia, I'm going to start putting these together now, and this is very simple. You can see it just goes in like this, and you don't force anything. It just sits on top like that, and you can find where it belongs, and then when it's there, you can see that that's there now, and it just needs to be hit. I just used my hand because it doesn't take much pressure, but if you want to, it's also possible to use the thing. So that just sits there like that, and just make sure they're in the right position, and then once you don't hit it before it goes in, just make sure that's it. It's already gone in. Now I'm going to use a rubber mallet just because it might be easier for some people, but you can see that's perfect, right? It clips in, and it doesn't come out easily. You can see, huh? Nothing's going to come apart. So you can see now we have a straight edge. So what we might do then, these edges are nice and straight, easy to deal with. And we have around about, here we have a couple of centimetres, 2.5, 3 centimetres. We could, if we wanted to, just say, okay, we can live with a gap on here and just move it across a bit like this, and that would be it, you know. So that's a gap. Or we can put some artificial grass or something in that gap.
Like a snowstone.
Snowstone, artificial grass, whatever you like. And the same with the ends, it can be done that way. But next time, I'm going to show you how we deal with these ends, because they're not a straight edge, and it's not quite as easy. So we have another one which we make especially for those ends. So we'll put those in afterwards. So that's all together and nicely clipped together. There's nothing out of place, nothing's moving, and you can see it's all very clearly interlocked. So nothing's going to split along these lines, because those lines are actually running through the middle of a tile. So with hexagons, they really interlink. So very, very stable. And that's your little outdoor parquetry floor. So on a balcony or somewhere like that, with some flowers and things. And normally a little bit bigger than this one. But this is the space we have.
I really want to have this floor on my balcony or like
Okay.
terrace.
You have it. You've got it. You've got it.